Hello, everybody, and welcome to Well X BREEZY, a series from Well FM that dives deep into the OG NFT artists that we've collected in our vault. I am your host, D Cryptolorian, and today we have a very, very special guest, an OG artist. Skeenee is here with us, and if you don't know Skeenee, man, this is so exciting. Just a quick overview, and then Skeenee could tell us himself. But Skeenee is a Madrid-based Belgian painter and tattoo artist, currently focusing his research on the human body and animal anatomy. He's dedicated his life to creation and has been working for more than 2 decades in creative fields ranging from 2D animation, illustration, web design, flash games, pixel art, life drawing, painting, tattoo art as well. And I know it's long, sorry. And an early adopter of crypto art, and is actively developing in this scene. He's been experimenting with some of the coolest NFTs I've pretty much ever seen with augmented reality. I mean, his GIF compression is legendary, and I'm going to say that forever. So I apologize. But yeah, I'm so excited to have you here. Also, we are joined by Eleonora from BREEZY Art. She's fantastic. She's a regular on the show, if you didn't know. And you have Rune with us as well. He has not rugged us yet, so I'm excited that hasn't happened.
I won't rug, I promise.
But welcome everybody. Welcome Skeenee. Welcome Eleonora. Welcome Rune.
Thanks, man.
And, welcome everyone viewing.
Awesome intro. Thanks, mate.
Oh man. So Skeenee, before we get into anything, okay, so there's probably some people that are just discovering you. Give us a brief introduction of yourself, and kind of your journey so far in the space.
All right, so I've like you said, man, I've been working in visual field for a long time, just doing pretty much anything, man. Anything that I could sell with my pen, you know. And same thing. Like in 2019, I got recruited by Maker's Place to join one of the first wave of artists they had on their platform. And before that, I had never heard of NFTs and crypto art. So they got me into the game. So thanks a lot I'll always be super grateful for that, because I love this medium, man. This is the best shit that happened to me. And yeah, I specialize in skulls. I guess I'm known for that. I do a bit of everything, but skull is my skulls and skeleton are kind of my thing and what I'm known for. I'll keep it short. I don't know if you want me to.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Eleonora, you know, there are a few more listeners than we usually have. If you want to briefly, you know, just tell us about yourself and kind of what you've been doing with this experience here.
Myself, not about Skeenee. Sure,
and Skeenee too.
Come on. Tell us about herself. We met in Lisbon, by the way. She was my dinner neighbor for one of the party we attended, and we had a lot of fun.
Very nice party. So yeah, one who cool. Everyone here knows. But no, I am Eleonora. I am an art curator, for whatever that means. I just finished to write a essay, whatever, on art curation, like digital and crypto art curation on Web3 and the metaverse last night. And at the end of the essay, I was like, we need a new word for art curators. This is, you know, like everything. I mean, considering that we didn't even know before what art curator means, but for sure now it's a little different. So, but I'm an art curator. And we do this every month with we started last year in October. It's been a while. And I think that one of the, a very special thing that we do is that we highlight these fantastic, amazing artists that are in the vault by Well without involving any kind of drop or sell or anything. It really is about presenting the artist, having a good time. I always have a fantastic time at the end of the month when I know that I have this appointment with the Well artist, and we just talk about the art. We present the artworks that are collected, probably having in mind to give voice and space to this permanent collection. And for the rest, I just curate and have relationship with crypto artists. I started in 2018, and here I am. But let's talk about Skeenee, which is better.
Yeah.
Skeenee,
Actually, you're way more interesting than me.
so I met him in person in Lisbon for the first time this year. Too late. But I mean, it's many people were meeting IRL for the first time actually just this year, because with 2 years of COVID and before, we were like in different parts of the world. But
it was my
Yeah,
it was my first. It was my first real life conference. Because, well, the thing is, like, crypto art exploded during COVID. I went. It was my second one. The first one I've been to was one that was started by Ilan Katin and but in Madrid. But I mean, it was just the before time. It was really before, like you say, before. Come on, I forget to say that. But anyway, I think we were 6 person in this conference. So the first one was 6 person. After COVID, we were like, I don't know how many, like hundreds of thousands in Lisbon. So yeah, it has changed drastically since.
It was a very good chance to meet actually the Lisbon conference for.
That was awesome.
And also I interviewed Skeenee for. Okay, now I can talk about this. I have created a book that will be published by Ritual in New York, and I interviewed 50 artists, which was a lot of people, and Skeenee was one of them. And so like we dive deep into more like inspirations, how the whole path in the crypto art space, but even like what is art, what is the artist, why, like what is technology for you, and like how do you see the future. So now I feel that I know many things about Skeenee. But what I know today, when I was writing the curatorial text for the gallery wall, like I was thinking about his art, because we BREEZY, when we pick the artist of the month, we show, and every day we create posts and like publish newsletter and content and everything about all the pieces that are collected in the vault by the artist. And, I just had the feeling, first of all, like I started the text saying that, let's just be clear, Skeenee is a punk. I mean, this man is a punk, just like in his approach to art, life, like the crypto art community, right? Because he's also very involved. Like he did a lot for the crypto art community, in the sense that, and then you can talk about that maybe, and how also you got a little tired about that. Like you created the social token as well, and Discord channel, and also like teaching and educating people on how to play with these new social games. And then, so approach to crypto art space, approach to the art itself, of course, approach to life, like it really is punk. So the way I started, I said, like, if you really, he's the incarnation of everything that you know and you don't know about the crypto art space. But Skeenee, tell us about your involvement with the community, and then we talk about the art.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think the community is one of the greatest things about crypto art. That's really what I value the most about this space. Like the ability to be able to talk to artists and collector is just incredible. Like I've never forged so many connection with amazingly talented artists as I did those 2 last year. And I think we're all, just the fact that you can collaborate on projects so easily is one of the highest strength of crypto art. And we're all, I think most of us are quite accessible. It doesn't matter if somebody is like famous or something like that. It's just like we're all on Twitter, we're all on Discord. And I think most of us are maybe a bit less accessible nowadays because like the DMs don't stop falling. But like at the beginning, it was all about that. It was just like talking to each other, talking to a collector, starting like, developing ideas together, developing projects. And I think, NFTs, NFT technology, blockchain technology, and crypto art are really perfect for this. It's really like one of the core tenets of the movement. Is all this exchange of ideas, mix of style, mix of so yeah. And I don't know if I'm answering your question.
You're answering the question, yes. And I mean, also, it seems very, when I was hearing you talking about your relationship with technology that we discussed in our interview, it also felt very kind of like natural for you to get into this world, because you said that you always had a very strong relationship with technology, like starting from your dad and your experimentation with everything until making like a lot of sense with the blockchain, right?
Yeah. But that's what I think. Right. I used to be a traditional artist. I used to paint with just ink, oil. I was stuck in the traditional world for a long time, and since I started with crypto art, I don't know, it feels so boring and so limiting to go back to this. It's just like I went to a few exhibitions like after the lockdown was over, and it's just I don't know, I just can't get back into it. It's just so rigid and dull. What I love about crypto art is just like anything goes. Like there are no rules. It's just one of the most fun aspect of crypto art. It's like you're not only allowed but like pushed to use any technologies, anything that comes to your head to push art to the next level. To me, that's what it is. Like when we call, we always have this discussion about what is crypto art. Is it art that talks about crypto, blah blah. To me, okay, maybe it might be that, but the way I see it is just pushing art to the next level, breaking all boundaries, like merging all technologies together, all style of art together, just to create something new. Like it can be defined, in my opinion, because it's something that's in perpetual evolution and that's always going to be pushed to the next level. Like the more artists or specialists join the medium, the more the medium will evolve. And that's what I mean, I guess it's unpredictability is what I love.
Yeah, and I think that is very, very clear when you look at your art pieces. Like we have this is very fun. Like in this post and artworks that we were publishing this month, your artworks, you see like these human figures, nudes. And so like it looks like very traditional. It's like, okay, this is Skeenee, although there is a very like specific, very simple and strong traits, but besides the style, it's like, okay, it's a human figure, it's a nude. And then so like you post it, right, and then before clicking on the video you see the nude, but then you click on the video. So this is how like the still that appears, for instance, on Instagram, but then you click on it and it's like, oh, it's pixelated. Like it's right. And so that's the feeling that I got. That's when I was trying today to describe like your art. I thought there's nothing to. It's like he just uses everything spontaneously that he wants to use, like totally in freedom to express whatever he wants to express. And if he thinks that like animation brings, I don't know, like life, then it's gonna use animation. If he wants to draw the human figure, he will draw a human figure. If he wants to do skulls, why skulls?
I guess it's just I really like the human figure as you just said. And I think in order to I started drawing life the human figure a long time ago, but it didn't really work for me. Like there was always something missing because I missed the foundation, the core. I think in order to draw the human body well, you need to first be able to like know the skeleton, like be able to draw the skeleton, know exactly how the skeleton functions, then add muscles over that, then skin. And it was just part of a natural learning process really for me. And then I don't know, I just like somehow drawing skulls. So and people like it. So yeah, I also have to go with, to be honest, I prefer drawing the human figure than drawing skeletons, but my nudes don't sell as well as my skeletons, so I kind of you also have to market yourself and like, make what sells. At the end of the day, it's my job. I mean, I love it, but it's still I don't know. And yeah, I think one of my main area of study or interest is contrast, really, because nothing is big if it's not contrasted with something small. Nothing is bright if it's not contrasted with something dark. And if you look, I think it's one of the common point of all my work is it's always, in a way, just a big study of contrast, whether it's skulls or birds or anything. And there's so many ways that things can be contrasted. But I know that's just crypto. I think the crypto. I think this has got a question.
I do. So my question to you, Skeenee, is when did you start using digital tools? Was it when you first got into NFT making, or was it before that?
No, it was way before that. The thing is, like, my dad is really into technology, and he introduced me to computers at a very, very, very young age. I think like he bought me my first computer when I was 6, like in the early 80s. And I've always like had like a pen and a computer at my disposition. Like I used to do pixel art very young, was trying to make like pixel animation. Then I studied animation in hey, Cartoon Advisory, man. Thanks for your awesome gallery.
Thank you. Yeah, I was able to hop in after a couple meetings. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for hopping in. Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
So yeah, I've always I don't know. I like technology and video games, and I used to play a lot of video games and especially like online games in the past, which also helped me a lot to understand the strength of NFTs. Like when we started, nobody believed in what we were doing. Like everybody thought that it was just a fucking that we lost or shit, really. But to me, I don't know. Like after I got recruited, well, after I think it took me like literally 15 seconds to understand the potential of an NFT in 2019. Like Ryoma from Maker's Place. Like I think the guy who recruited me to Maker's Place. He had this whole speech prepared to try to sell me the concept of NFT, and I think I was just weird. Like the minute he started talking to me about it, I was like, "Oh, you mean that's like, this you can give like value to digital item?" Like I don't know, because I used to play markets in video games and stuff like that, and I know like how attached people can be to digital assets. I got it right away. Of course, it was going to be a huge success. But yeah, so like for 2 years, people thought we had lost to shit. I don't know. It was such a weird time. Like we were all so convinced about this technology when people just thought it was madness. I love that gallery, man. You did a great job. I'm not. Can't believe that. Yeah, I don't. So I think I just went on a tangent there. But yeah, I love technology and art, and NFT is just the perfect merge. It's such an improbable merge as well.
Wow. And so, I've been lucky enough to see behind the scenes, how you put some stuff together, and I know in my intro, I talk about GIF compression and everything. We could get into that conversation a lot, but we won't today. But no, I was so curious to when you started, because yeah, you are definitely an expert. And I know before the show, I was telling you how much I talk about how awesome you are when you put these things together. Using the different technologies and the mixed media and everything to do this, and now hearing that you also were a traditional artist too. Wow, that man, you're a talented guy.
Thank you. I don't know if it's talent. It's more I'm obsessed. It's all about learning. I wasn't a very good artist 20 years ago, but I just love what I do and I never gave up. I think that's the trick, really, never giving up.
So I do have to say that for those that don't know, Skeenee is one of the very first digital artists that I met in the whale space. The out of all the vault artists that we had, Skeenee was the first one that I had talked to in this, and and he was doing. Yeah, well, hey man, this got me on my path. You got me going. Your father's
glad to
love
hear that.
for technology and spreading it on to you ended up spreading it on to other people unknowingly, and in a very, very good way, because I still remember the first time I asked you, you know, like a recommendation for a
I think
drawing.
I've lost you there.
Oh yeah, my internet's terrible. It's not
Hello,
you.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's me. But I
Can you
just
hear
want
us?
to I just want to say that the recommendation of the drawing pad that you gave me was perfect. I still have it and still use it.
Oh, this is a new piece.
Testing, Skeenee. Can you hear us?
Oh,
It wasn't you, Rune.
No, it wasn't Rune. I could hear Rune very well.
Oh, most of the time it's me, so I just assumed.
Well, it is funny that you were talking and he lost connection. So
I did not rug him. I didn't rug him.
while we wait for
All right, guys,
Skeenee's-
I have lost you. I don't know. My audio just died. Stupid
Oh
speakers.
no! While we wait
just
for
trying to
Skeenee's
fix
audio
that.
to come back, Eleonora, I'm going to do some things behind the scenes, but why don't you tell us a little bit more about your curatorial text? I'm going to go over and this is me running around here, and then I'll go over and you can tell us a little bit about that, and then he's testing his speakers.
No, I mean, yeah, it's I mean,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about this, guys.
Can you hear us?
No, I can't hear you guys.
Yeah, it's like we can hear
the pleasure of doing these kind of things away from your studio.
I know technology doesn't follow us. It doesn't give us.
It's that Web 2, you know, that evil Web 2.
I know. We are in Web 4 already.
Let's get it right. Let's get it right. It's my fault. Come on now, guys.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, Eleonora, take it away, and I'll keep typing the Skeenee over here.
A second.
Yes, I was saying that especially in in the crypto art space, I think that often we are in we have like two macro kind of artists, and the first group is that like the digital native, and the second group is people who like artists who transited to the crypto art space, but somehow it happened in a less natural way. Let's say maybe they just chose to use the blockchain technology to certify their art, but like there's not too much integration with the technology
again.
sense of can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry, it's just I
can't move my arms, but I am giving you a thumbs up.
Yes, yeah, well, okay, let's continue.
Yeah, so I was saying that either like digital native or a little bit of a forced effort to transit to the space. Well, I think that when it's about Skeenee is like everything is more like, I feel that it's much more organic. Although I'm talking about
you 1 second. I just love that text that you wrote. Literally, I had a bit of a tear.
Yeah, thank you.
You really rocked. You got me.
Thank you. So, but I want to ask Skeenee, because I'm saying that I think, Skeenee, that you are like your story, your the story of your art, like of your production, of your body of works is more organic for everything that we said until now. But when we were talking, you said something that really got my attention, and you said that you yourself had the feeling at the beginning that like you're transiting into the crypto art space was a little force. You said like I was not a crypto artist. I felt that I was just like digitizing my work or doing something, and it took you a while, like a path to, you know, like a evolution. I don't know if it was an evolution, but to get to the point where you really said, okay, I am a crypto artist for whatever it means. Like it's more organic, more natural, more integrated. I feel it more. Why? Can you explain?
I think it's a natural evolution of any artist. But you can see it. Like, I think everybody follows the same path. When you see new artists joining the space, the first thing they do is just they either like put their digital art, but they just mean their digital art, that they mean their physical art, and I don't know. For most of them, either they stay like that. That's when you can tell that they're not really crypto artists, in my opinion. They're just like digital artists or traditional artists that are using, blockchain technology to make money. And then there's people that really get into the movement, and you can see a clear difference from when they their art when they join the movement, and their evolution when it starts like morphing into something new. Like they add new things, they add new technology. Like it's more. Yeah, I think that maybe that's how you can differentiate like true crypto artists and just people that just make money through the blockchain, you know.
But as an artist, because you are the artist, I mean, I can look at your body of works and understand why you're talking about this, even in the style, like even in the content. If I look at the last piece, which is the one like robbing the bank, you just posted on Super Rare. I understand why. But you as an artist, I mean, what is your internal feeling? What does it mean to like join a movement and then become part of the movement? And how does it affect your creation? I mean, how do you feel that you are changing your approach?
I don't think it's an intentional thing. It just happens, you know. It's like the more you get involved with the movement, the more you realize the potential of like emerging styles, technology, and the freedom that crypto art and NFT like provide to artists. I mean, at the end of the day, art is super fucking rigid. Like I remember, like traditional art. I mean, like when I was painting, oh my god, like I was, I don't have like a traditional. I never went to a traditional art school or something like that, but as I was working, well, I was prostituting my art for like corporation and publicity. Like at night, I wanted to improve my skills. So at night, I was going to little art studios to learn how to paint with oil and stuff like that. And my fucking teachers were so come on, like people are so into oil that they like even refuse to use acrylic or like mixed media stuff. Like everything is so rigid, it has to be like that. And it just bored the shit out of me. Like I don't know, I don't get it. Like art should not have rules. It should be completely open. So what's the point if there are rules in art? And it never fucking evolves. And it's always the same shit being repeated and repeated and repeated. The only difference then is like levels of skills, really. Which I mean, skills are important. Don't get me wrong. I'm really into skills. Like I really like before I actually showed my art to the world. I think it took me 15 years to actually post shit on the internet. You know, I always thought that I didn't have the skills to show it to people, and my wife gave me so much shit about that. And she's the one who pushed me. It's like, come on, man, just enough with the shit. Like, just thing online. Like enough. Like it's good. But yeah, actually, I like even in Now that I see my old work, maybe I was a crypto artist earlier than I thought because.
But you didn't know exactly.
Yeah, but like setting painting on fire and then like linking a romantic story to it was pretty cool. Those are like crazy. Yeah, like if people don't know, like there's right. So it's a romantic story in 3 chapter that Puffin, a guy who used to be very known like on Cent and at the beginning of the crypto, in 2019 2020, he's just busy in real life, so we haven't heard most of him. I should get him back into the game, but yeah, like there is guys used to be very cheap at the time, and we used to be able to embed text into NFTs. So if you click on the NFTs and go on Conlens, I think it's called NFT Scribe, you can read like a story that's attached, like a short story that's attached into each of those NFTs. And then those paintings are like actual paintings that I painted with oil and then I set on fire. and I've filmed the result. That's a gift.
You're allowed to complain about Banksy thing now.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, he can go fuck himself, really, because I actually like what I don't like what he's doing, because he just set somebody else's art on fire, which I find kind of disrespectful. But yeah, I don't want to like be pretentious and ring my own bells and shit, but the first person that did set his heart on fire to destroy the original and sell the NFT was me. I didn't do it as a gimmick, like fucking burn Banksy. We did it because at the time it was to prove a point. At the time we had like loads of argument with traditional artists. Traditional artists didn't believe that you could sell and that NFT had values, that art only had values if it was physical. And in order to like prove them wrong, I started to set my art on fire and just selling the NFT. And then at the end of the day, I was making more money with the digital version than the physical version. And then I started like basically giving the option to people that bought my my NFT based on physical art to either like get the original shit to them or get it destroyed and get a video of the destruction, which I used to call like NFT plus minus art, which I think I'm gonna start doing again, because I miss traditional art, to be honest. Like I love drawing with ink, and I'm working on a new. I don't want to promo or anything, but yeah, I'm working on a new series, ink series that's animated and they are graded, in which I think I will start giving the option to the buyer to either keep the original art or get it destroyed and get an NFT of the burn of the physical, basically.
Yeah, I mean, when you say like I still like traditional art, you know, it like it will never be traditional if you make it. I mean, it's traditional tools maybe if you really want to define them, but the moment that you do that, it's not traditional anymore. This is why, I mean, I understand what you are talking about. It's like I think that we discussed this, that the famous question that the Italian art critique asked at the end of the conference, right? When I did in the museum in Milan, like, okay, you call yourself a movement. You have, you know, like new market dynamics and new like ways for artists to earn money, blah, blah. But what is your aesthetic? That was the question that we all discussed, right? And it was like, so I was like, okay, so, you know, because she thinks that in order to be called art movement, you need to have an aesthetic. That's when you say that they're rigid. It's like you either
missing the points, really, of what the medium is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If there is an aesthetic, then we've completely failed. It's the whole point is that there is no aesthetic. There are no more fucking rules. Like we can do whatever we want. We should do whatever we want, and we should push ourselves to make something different that's not expected, in my opinion. So no. Like trying to tie crypto art to an aesthetic is just not getting it at all, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's basically using all the aesthetics that have been created, all the technology and tools are at disposition to create something new and unexpected. How can this have an aesthetic?
Exactly. And also that's when, like, to my argument, that's when traditional art is not traditional anymore. I mean, yes, you can use the brush, the ink, the pen, the whatever, but if in the ethos, like in the core values, it is different. Like the art movement is based on the core values, that you can use any traditional art that you want, but it's not traditional anymore. So again, right?
I should have said traditional tools, because I just love painting with ink. Those are skills that I developed. It took me a long time to do right, because it's to me it's one of the most unforgiving medium. It's like you don't have room for mistake. Like if you miss one line, that's it, you're out. And like I remember when I used to do it's the series that I have on Maker's Place, like my old reanimated skeleton series. Before getting one painting right at the beginning, I had to make 10. It's that difficult, really. And then, like, you know, after years and years, like maybe I had like, you know, I would fail 2 or 3 and then get one right. But nowadays, like I managed to, like, most of the time, I don't want to jinx it, get it right from the first time. But it's a really difficult skill, and I like that. Like there's no control Z, there's no room for mistake. and it just makes me feel good to be able to do that. So I wanted to use that as my base for crypto art, basically. Of course, nowadays, like I pass them into Photoshop, I break them down, then I put them into Animate. I animate the thing, and then I jungle between like After Effects, Premiere, and other programs to have the final result. But yeah, it's just traditional tools. That's what I mean.
And do you have any new projects you're working on that you want to talk to us about?
I don't want to shill though, but yeah, I'm working on a new series for Maker's Place called. It felt like the right time to do a Bulls and Bear reanimated skeleton series, so I'm working on that. So it's a series of like 5 ink paintings that, yeah, I can try to show you if you want.
No, I mean, if it doesn't work, doesn't matter. It's
No,
your
I don't
choice.
really want to chill, but yeah. So I'm doing working on a new series for Maker's Place, which is just my ink stuff that I break down into elements and then animate and then add some. Well, no, I started adding videos and stuff like that in the background, but we'll see when it's ready. Again, like I just want to push it further. Every time I do something, I feel that I got to do something new and add something new, or else it's just not really worth it. And then I'm back on Super Rare doing this whole purely digital animation series. Like the first one was the Monopoly guy. The piece that I released, and I've got this is basically a reflection about our space and I guess life in general. And I got a lot of ideas of this is my little book here where I got all my crazy ideas. Yeah, I've got like something like 20 animation plans, something like that for Super Rare. And again, there I started. I think nobody noticed it, but I added something new to the last creation. Is I start putting my pieces into like 3D environments basically, and I add camera motion to not just for the sake of adding camera motion. It's just to reinforce the feeling of the piece. Like in the case of the last piece I did, I just really wanted to increase the sentiment of panic and chaos, and you can see the camera is moving everywhere. It's just like zooming on. And yeah, that's just the last thing I'm doing, like putting things into 3D space. I can try to show you. All right, come on, let's try. If I crash, I'll be back.
All right. While you try to get us on so you just share your screen. So while you try that, I'm going to drop the POAP code.
Cool. Yeah, the POAP. I mean, I'm sorry. I was on holiday with my kids this month, and I completely forgot about the POAP. Like, I'm so sorry about that. So I had to I had to do it this morning, and I kind of wanted to do. Well, we could do a 1-1 out of that POAP if you guys want, like with an animated version of this thing. And
ooh, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic.
It's not like animating it, but like I don't know how. Like I've never done a POAP before, so I didn't have a limitation. But yeah, I started animating it and didn't finish it. But yeah, I could finish it this week if you guys have an idea for a contest. I'll give you the file, you mint it, and give it to the winner.
Oh man, that would be so cool because I know we have a lot of fans of POAPs.
I'm a fan too. I love that shit.
Who go absolutely nuts. But the code for everybody to get this, so it does work. It looks beautiful, by the way. It is I love skulls, all one word. I love skulls, all one word.
I love skulls is the code.
Do you have feedback from my mic, by the way? Because I think it's
no. It actually it's good. So Skeenee, yeah, go ahead and try to share your screen. And then
it's just like after, as I said, my projects are becoming heavier and heavier. And I'm not sure.
Dude, every time you show me a project, it has like 3,000 layers and
yeah, I know it. Like I think I can probably do it. Let's see. Yeah,
I still remember watching you on YouTube doing your drawings, going from that to 3,000 layers. That's a good crazy jump.
I still do. Well, I should upload on YouTube more, man. But
So
what I
also,
love to do is like doing my traditional shit and then putting into layers.
there you
But
go.
to that, like I couldn't do it before because my computer wasn't powerful enough, and yeah, now I can finally do it.
While you're looking that up, I do have to say that Nightmare did bring up a really, really good point when it comes to IRL tattoos with AR being embedded onto the tattoo from the Skeenee. That would be pretty awesome. I think
I know, man.
that's an idea.
That I gotta prioritize. No, I know. I've had that idea. Like the minute I started getting like in AR, I had that idea. But again, man, so many ideas, so little time, and I have a family, so I really have to like prioritize.
Well, the good thing about it is that it all helps the family too in the end.
It does, but I think my time and being with me is like the most important.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
All right, so do you guys see this?
Yes.
Right. So that's the last piece, and before, well, I had
wow.
all my elements like static, and if you can see, do you see my cursor?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
As you can see here, that's the like the 3D space. Basically, I have a camera here. Here's the result of the camera, and like, well, I'm not sure that. Well, basically, like you can see, it's not gonna render in real life because my laptop sucks. But I can basically move that camera to create like an impression of
Oh wow.
like so that's how I basically zoom
And now you've just leveled up DC's art.
Yeah, really.
My After Effects master classes have nothing on what you just showed me right now.
Yeah. Wow. That is awesome.
and it's cool. Well, I try to be very. Goldie does that a lot, man. Like all his art is about like moving a camera into like a 3D space. But I try to keep it so like discreet that you don't even see it. It's just like in order. I use it in order to just give a feeling of chaos in this case, like because like the camera is like zooming on him when he's panicking, he's going up and down because he's running away. And if you see the still version, it's like kind of boring, man. Nothing's really happening. But it's running and all the shit's happening. But like you don't have this. Well, that's interesting. You don't have this this feeling of panic, really.
Yeah, and it does give it life. It does that. I mean, if you had a physical version of that 2D space, like you said, okay, cool, it's awesome looking still. But the moment you get to bring that into the digital world and be able to animate it in that way, yeah, it brings it a whole new life.
But it's cool. It's really a tool that's people don't see it or don't even think about it, but it just really reinforced the feeling of the piece because you can use a camera to be very suave and like go travel slowly through your artwork and things like that, and it will just add like this notion of peace of it, or then like be really jerky and zooming out, and will increase this feeling of like of panic. Or I think it's something that I just started playing with, and it has a lot of potential in my opinion. And well, all my pieces that are coming on Super Rare will have that element of like 3D space. I can show you my right, the last since it's working, let's try to
Awesome.
try to show you. Maybe I can show you like a time lapse of because my idea for the Super Rare thing is just basically the person who buys the NFT gets can choose to get the AR enhanced physical painting. So if you just like scan it, you will see the animation, or and they will also get like the time lapse basically of the creation and
yes,
as an NFT, and I wanted to call that like POS, proof of skill.
yeah.
So many things I done with AI.
Love it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, a lot of collectors buy shit that's done by AI without knowing it, So maybe the future is. Yeah, you're gonna have to do that in the future. It's like, nah, it's not a fucking computer that did it because the shit way better than us. At the end of the day, it's my fucking hand. So see, so I can show you the like one of the maybe like the bull skull. I think right. It's super rough. It's just like some videos that I didn't even edit. I just threw that in Premiere, and wait, let's try. So I'll show you like a bit of the time lapse of the making up, and then I'll show you the animation, like in Animate. So let's try. All right, wait, stop. So that's just wait. I'm getting lost. So difficult to work with just one screen these days. Right. So share screen. Right. So that's just a really rough. Can you see this?
Let's pull it up. Yes, we
So
can.
that's like the bull skull. Just me inking the shit. So this is what I love doing, really. Like what provides me the most pleasure, because it's hard as fuck, man. Like just doing this without missing a line demands a lot of practice, and it just yeah, I love it. It takes a long time, and you can fail at any moment. And I don't know, maybe I'm masochistic or something like that, but I love that shit.
Yeah, right.
Just the fact that it's got to be perfect. You don't have room for mistake. Well, you do to an extent. Like you can always hide your mistake, but which is a skill in itself. But yeah, so that's like.
How do you paint with black and the yellow comes up?
All right, so it's not yellow. I put a masking fluid. Like I slash after I've done my line. Wait, let's stop that. Am I back? Yeah, I'm back. So after I've done my line, I let it dry, and then it's fun part as well. Like I slash masking fluid on it, and then paint the black, and then take away the masking fluid. Yeah, even that, like it took me a long time to get this thing right, because when you take the masking fluid out, like it's very probable that it stains your paper, but like I got this whole technique that I invented, but that I developed, not to make any
Cool.
any crap on my paper. It's really like really tricky. It took me a long time to like. It looks so simple, but no, it's kind of super tricky. So like once I finish painting the physical version, I scan it and I bring it to Photoshop to clean it up, and then I bounce it to animate to animate it, and I'll show you that. I don't think I've finished animating it, but I can show you how I distribute my elements in my composition basically. Basically, I create a virtual skeleton linking all the elements together, which allows me to drag them and put them on the timeline, basically. Well, it's going to take a while to load, but let's see. Cross your fingers.
While you're actually while that's coming up, you want to make mention that the those listening the poll app, don't worry about it. We'll get on it. Some people are not seeing it, but it's it looks like it is going, but we will work on that.
Rune is a robot again. Apologies, but what Robot Rune is trying to say is that the POAP, there's a problem with the POAP. Now it is right now it's a 1 of 1, which is owned by me, and then that's okay. If it doesn't work, because we did get the everything was set up properly, so I think POAP is having a problem right now. But if it doesn't work, we will do a drop of it later on, so don't worry. So that's basically what Robot Rune was saying. So.
All right. Now that Robot Rune is done, I can show you my screen, I think. Let's see. Room window. Right, so... well, okay. This is nobody's seen that. I wanted to keep it a bit private, but that's going to be the physical painting of the bull skull.
Wow, this is amazing. Beautiful.
So let's see.
I love that.
So I got this shit is basically like I break it down into elements with mask and shit like that. That you don't need to know that. And then when I go within the element, like what?
Is that Adobe Animate?
That's Animate, yeah. Like I worked a long time as a Flash animator. Flash basically got rebranded as Animate because Flash was so shitty, so they thought just changing the name was gonna make us accept it more, but Animate is as shitty as Flash. But it's the only program that allows me to do that. It's buggy as fuck, but it works. So basically, what I do is like I scan. Like you can see, like this blue, box around it. This basically contains the scanned elements. So here, I got all the elements, different elements that joined by this little purple line. Basically, is a skeleton. This is very basic. Like you can make it way more complicated. And basically, I can create here on the time frame. I can create different poses by just moving the elements around like this. Or like now I'm moving it myself, and then Animate just tweens the motion between those two, and you can like choose to have this tween go faster, slower, like slow. Well, anyway, but that's basically the base of my animated art.
Wow, that's, I mean,
Like the animation. This is just like a test, really. This is not going to be the final animation at all. But yeah, that's just pretty much how I do it. And then yeah, like wow, I don't want to reveal too much, but yeah, I'm also playing videos in
Let's secrets.
Skeenee's like, I don't want to reveal too much, but here's the finished piece over here.
It's not totally finished. It's just pretty close to fucking finished, but yeah, let's give it to this. I don't want to, and I don't know. I'm basically I want to make like 4 or 5 piece of like bulls and bear skeleton team, and then when I'm done, I'll release it on Maker's Place, and that's yeah.
Good.
Wow.
Very nice.
Come on. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Right. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, that's my. I don't know. I'm just basically going back to the basics with my ink painting series. I miss doing it, and fuck. I mean, I was all over the place lately, doing like trying to build communities, doing shit with social tokens, experimenting with tons of stuff, and yeah, it was just too much, man.
But
I think I was burned out.
But you have to admit, Skeenee, and I don't mean to cut you off. You've overcome a lot, man. You've had quite the ride in here, and I mean, a lot of us know that have followed you, especially with the token and everything that happened with Roll and all this other jazz. I don't want me to bring up that nightmare again, but no, I mean to have the thought process and the idea. Okay, this was the past, but look where I'm at now. I mean, it's almost like you've overcome a lot, and I don't want you to definitely overlook that on yourself.
No,
and others that were in the same situation. I mean,
I think like last year was very, very rough for a lot of the OGs, man. It's like we got fucking steamrolled, man. Our ideals got steamrolled. Like all our optimistic idea of like, we just freeing artists from exploitation, like busting our ass off to make to implement royalties, which didn't exist. People tend to forget that there was no royalties when we started. We fought for that. We put our art on the line and our livelihood on the line for this shit, man. And thank God that it worked, but we could have all got kicked out of the platform for trying to do some shit like that. And then we got basically completely steamrolled and annihilated the minute and it got popular, man. Which is fucking depressed about this shit, man.
Which is one of the reasons why where everyone is now and wanting to celebrate you and your work, especially with this gallery, was one of our top priorities. And we behind the scenes, we kind of do have a list of people that we want to make galleries for. And as soon as the last one was over, we were like, Skeenee, let's do it. So
I think a lot of us are a bit depressed, man, that we got. Well, I was burned out, man, and feeling like shit. I didn't mint anything for 6 months because it's like, wow, fuck this shit. It was a very weird feeling as well because like even though like our ideals got fucking smashed, we got completely rolled over.
Yeah,
we didn't. I think all of us made a lot of money, and it's just like such a because I mean we all invested in the space and the space boomed. So if you were there at the beginning, like at the same time you got like spat in the face, but then our bank account started fucking like multiplying like at a fucking insane speed. So it was just, I think a lot of people just gave up. It's like, oh fuck, I got the money. What the fuck would I care if they just like don't even
Yeah.
care about what we're doing? But
Yeah.
like, right. I think Lisbon was a key moment for me. It's just like I got to meet a lot of people that I've been working with like for like 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
And I realized that I was not the only one in this situation. Like we all felt this way.
Exactly.
And like after Lisbon, I think a lot of us started ganging together, and there's a lot of shit happening behind the scene right now of all the OGs, not just the OGs. I mean,
Yep.
I don't want to sound elitist or anything like that. Just all the people that really believe in the medium, like new artists and OG alike, that are ganging together to, to just bring the real cryptoid back.
Yeah, and that's awesome, and it's a great testimony to thriving and trying to fight exactly for what you believe in and what you got into this in the first place for.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you also have the people that either have been following for a while or just brand new. I mean, if there's people here that have never seen Skeenee before, now they know, and they know the art, they know the person, they know the message and what's trying to be done. You can't discount the fact that obstacles and also situations that are completely out of our control definitely help us to grow. And it's just a matter of, like what you said. I mean, there was times where during all of this, I was kind of feeling down myself about everything, and everyone else was. But you know what, everyone believes in the projects, everyone believes in what they're here for, and so you just keep on going. Yeah, it sucks during that time, but rest, get yourself back up and go.
Yeah, exactly. You can give. Wow, it's easy to give up, but
yes,
I think all of us fucking love that shit. They love the medium. They love the community of artists that we've created. And yeah, it was just a huge blow that I'm not gonna fucking deny. But yeah, we're not gonna give up because there's not a space like this one. There's no. I never have I like encountered a community of artists that's so. Dude, it's awesome, and I met so many cool people, and we don't want to give this up. Just wish that people would stop buying crappy fucking VC fueled, well, VC and greed fueled PFPs, and maybe like invest a bit more in quality art and shit. But again,
Right.
man, I never did this shit for money, and nowadays, wow, it's super weird to get paid for getting your medium destroyed. But yeah, I don't need to fucking work for money anymore. I can just like if I do shit nowadays, it's just for the love of it. So I gotta be grateful.
Definitely. So I do unfortunately have to leave. I promise not to rug this stream. So keep on going. Hope Skeenee, I definitely will hit you back up when I'm done other meetings when this is over. But I definitely hope you enjoyed it. Cartoon did a badass job also.
Yes. Awesome.
With the skulls and the bird cages. That was all him, and grabbing the art and the videos. It was I definitely do want to say that I went with the desert theme of this because whenever I've seen your work or whenever I've seen you do your pieces, your time lapses, or when you were doing your YouTube live videos, I've just always envisioned the skulls. Whenever I saw the skulls, I envisioned them in the desert, and so I just had to make it. I just had to make this how I've always envisioned.
Yeah, it works, man. I like it. It's a great job, dude.
And your color schemes too. So I was hoping to match all of that.
Yeah, you did a great job, man. Thanks a lot again.
Thank you.
And this is fantastic. Before we take off, Eleonore, do you have any more questions or words for everybody?
No, I mean, again, as always, I think this little shows that we do each month I think that they're very important. It's very important to keep doing it. It really is a non-influencer like 1 hour podcast. It is about it really is about artists are coming. It's just I enjoy this a lot. I hope that people enjoy it because really, like, we cannot take Twitter spaces anymore. Me, I'm like I am we cannot just take it anymore. But things like this, when you actually go through art, they're more rare than you think. It's like people just, like in the crypto art space, very, very few times there are discussions about art. And it's not only about talking about the art pieces, because if you if you looked at all these shows that we do, like we really discuss about life, of course, because we talk about art. So it's just very, I don't know. I just want to say that it's a pleasure every time. Of course, this time with Skeenee, I can keep doing this forever. So I hope that you guys, everyone enjoyed it. I was very happy to have Skeenee here. The art is amazing. I mean, I'm sorry that I asked you about how you made that thing, because now I saw in the chat that it was like, okay, you revealed the technique, it's alpha.
No, I'm not greedy about my technique. I love to share my skills. That's why I created Scope. About my Discord Scope was about sharing skills and sharing tips. But people don't seem to be too interested in that. They're more interested in getting free money. So that's why I'm putting.
No, we are interested here. So thank you for sharing. No, but it also, Skeenee, I hope that you enjoy this kind of talk. Again, there's no money, there's no sales. That just
I love it. Like,
involved.
I join you anytime for that kind of stuff. Like, fuck shilling and stuff. Like, but I'd gladly talk about art or anything crypto related, without the influencer bullshit and all that.
I know it's not. A lot of things I want to say about the art. Again, I think that you're very special. That your art is very special. That it's very complete. It's a wholeness. It is an example to. It is an homage to art, because art doesn't need to be put in boxes. It's just us who put in boxes. It was always a continuum. It's just art, and I think that through your art, this is a very clear message. So you should be very happy to be a messenger of this.
Thank you. I'm glad that you see this, because I feel that, I'm all over the place sometimes. Now I try to be more focused on some of my projects, but I've been very experimental, going from a place to another, which I like doing, but it's dangerous on a selling point of view. But I'm glad that you see the core of it more. Like, not a lot of people do see it. Like, I see it. Like, even though I'm very different, there's always something that's common to my work.
Of course.
But not a lot of people see that, and I don't want to push it, because I prefer people realizing it on their own. But thank you for saying that. It's cool.
Pleasure.
This has been a fantastic space, honestly. I am super thrilled to have you here, Skeenee. Obviously, for my intro, or I went a little bit wild, but that's okay.
I'm always happy to be here, man. And it's been a year we hadn't had a talk, so it was long overdue.
It was so long overdue, and I hope you do come back soon and have we could do some cool stuff. I mean, you want to show anything? I mean, obviously, I love looking at what you do, even what you put on the screen. I mean, there is such a high level of skill, and you talk about skill, not only of your process video with the pen and ink. I mean, like you said, one mistake and then you're doing it over again. That takes a lot of skill, and then I mean, your tattoo art. Everything. Obviously, you don't want to get that wrong on someone's body.
That's the only canvas that can punch you in the face. You better really go with that one.
But honestly, you look at all the different software and tool. I like to call them tools, because that's really what it is. And like you said, that sometimes in the traditional art space, everyone's very rigid and they don't want to talk about these tools because they don't think that they're valuable. But honestly, it's no different than a pen. It's no different than a paintbrush, right?
It's the same thing. Like, a program is just another pencil. But we could do some live creation session if you want.
Oh man, I would love that. Eleonora would love that. We're gonna.
duck and draw, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A few drinks.
Drink and draw. Drink and draw.
drink and draw.
Something
Actually,
just draw a few things, animate the stuff. Yeah, just something, some simple stuff. Just a few
okay,
hours,
okay.
pull something up.
I mean, yeah, drink and draw sounds like a great idea for a show. I know Will Shark was talking about having whiskey this morning, so there you go.
Yeah, drink and draw, man.
Yeah, drink and draw. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, we'll get that set up. I know Nightmare is probably wasted right now, so that's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. I love putting on these shows. Same as you, Eleanor. They're fantastic, and honestly, it's just nice hearing from you again, Skeenee.
Bye, likewise, man. I mean, thanks for having me. It's really it's cool. And Eleanor, you're up. Thanks.
Man. So go ahead, Eleanor.
No. It was just a thank you.
We lost Rune. He didn't end the broadcast, so that's good this time. With that, what we'll do is we'll end here. But before we go, Skeenee, please tell everybody where they could find your work, what you have coming up next, and then we'll clear this out.
Mute, yeah. Well, I guess you can. I got a link. Well, the easiest way is just to go on my Twitter, which is Skeenee_art, I think, and to check my link tree. Yeah, I gotta make my website. I'm lazy. I don't know if Skeenee.com is working. Let's try. I used to have something there, but I think it's been quite hectic lately. So. But yeah, the easier is my Twitter, and then I have a link tree. It's Linktree/Skeenee.
I am pasting it for everybody right now.
Just verify that it worked, man. Because well, no, don't go on Skeenee.com. It's crap. The link tree is the thing that I update. Most often. Ah, God, yeah. I'm sorry. Like my connection's shite. I'm just mad. Yeah. So just post my Twitter if you can, and in the link tree. That's the best way to get in contact with me these days.
Absolutely. I got it in for everybody. And just so everybody listening who was upset about the POAP, it is now working. It's now working.
It's like I got a little neighborhood in CryptoVoxels with well, that's the thing. That's my part of the metaverse. We didn't discuss that, but I was an early adopter of CryptoVoxels and one of the first to create galleries. And I got the chance to buy this little piece of a neighborhood that I'm developing from time to time. And there are guest books in my various galleries that you should sign if you want to receive CryptoVoxels T-shirts and shit like that. So wait, I'm trying to find the parcels. It's we're not gonna start with this because it's gonna take a while if we start talking about that. But wait 1 second. I'll try to give you coordinates. Yeah, I'll put them in the chat here. Just go look around that area. There's like some of my personal galleries, some of my personal collection, guest book that you can sign and you might receive stuff. Who knows?
Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm going to post that in the chat for everybody. So what Skeenee was saying is that he has some CryptoVoxel spaces, and they're really awesome. I've actually visited quite a few of them. But there is a guest book there where you can sign up.
Many guest book, actually. Every single one of my guest gallery have guest books. Some of them are hidden. But just go visit. Sign the shit you can sign. You might receive stuff.
I love that. I'm going to post that in all of the chats. Eleanor is going right now.
Sign.
Yeah, I'm working on stuff. Not gonna regular shit, but yeah.
All
I like
right.
it. So I think it's the only metaverse the only true metaverse there is that doesn't have gatekeepers fucking around with your stuff. Wow.
New metaverses will come, and they will be fully integrated on chain. I know people who are developing that.
Good.
What?
I love crypto voxels. Like I was there at the beginning of this. I know all the developers. It's just a fun place.
No, this is going to be better. Better.
No, I like chaos. I like the complete madness of crypto voxels.
I know, but it's only the land.
No, it's not about land. It's about doing anything you want. And I might start streaming my work only in crypto voxels as well, just to be annoying. So the only way to see it will be to log in World and see my stuff. But yeah,
We need more blockchain on the metaverse.
we need cheaper blockchains. That's for sure.
Also.
Yeah, like it used to be, right? I remember the time where it used to cost us like $1 or $2 to mint stuff. Well, nowadays it's pretty cheap actually, to be honest. But yeah.
It's gotten better. Yes. The last year, going back to that, last year was rough.
$300.
Man, come on.
$250 to mint a fucking piece, dude. Come on. I mean, I was selling, so it was right. But dude, I don't understand how people. Anyway, it sucked.
Yeah, it sucked, man. And honestly, I'm with you. I mean, I needed to take a mental break. I didn't leave. I never leave.
Me neither. But
We never do, right? But we're sometimes we got to take a break because it's rough.
Yeah, it was hard, man. And plus, like, a lot of money passing also was very, very hard on a lot of us, I think.
Yeah.
And, by the way, respect to my.
I love that shirt. I love that shirt. I kind of want that shirt.
Send me your address. I'll send you one if you want.
All right. I'm going to keep you. As long as you don't send Nightmare one, I'm happy.
Well, he wasn't here, so that's what you get. Yeah, just give me your address. I'll send you one.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Pleasure.
Well, everybody, we very much appreciate you coming to these events. It really is a true art event. We have some of the best guests that we could ever ask for. Skeenee obviously being one of our favorites, and we always appreciate you. And we will do this again next month. We got the next event coming up, so we will be preparing for that soon. Again, follow Skeenee on all the platforms. I posted the Twitter. You go in, sign the guest book. Really, get in there, sign the guest book because, like you said,
just saying, who knows?
I mean, who knows? Even Nightmare might get something. Who knows? I mean,
I'm not sure about that though.
Poor Nightmare.
Well, I'm only giving him stuff because he was giving me stuff in the stream text. So there you go. But anyways, again, we appreciate it. And with that, we will say goodbye. Thanks again, everybody, for coming and listening. And thanks, Skeenee. Thanks, Eleonora, for coming. It's amazing. And we will do the drink and draw soon.
Yes.
Very excited about that.
That'd be cool, man. This is an idea to exploit. A new drink, new joint. Anyway,
love it. All right, everybody.
All right.
Bye.